Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Electronics Maddie. Today we are going to talk about electrical circuits, DC circuits, and few of the basic terminologies. So let's get started. So one of the big questions in real life is what is an electrical circuit for that matter? So in order to understand this, let us see basic components that are used in electrical networks. So this is an AC source. This is how it is symbolically represented. This is a DC source. This is how it is represented. We have an inductor in this form, a capacitor is represented like this, and a resistor. So these are various components that are there. So an interconnection of all of these components, not all of them in particular, some of these components together is called as an electrical circuit. For example, to get a pictorial representation of how electrical circuit looks like. So this is circuit 1. So you have an AC source that is connected in series with a resistor and a capacitor. This is called as an electrical circuit because this is a combination of the components that is already shown here. Let us have another circuit. This is a DC source connected in series with a resistor and inductor. It's again an electrical circuit because a combination of all these components that are shown. So basically combination of these components in some or the other form is called as an electrical circuit. So once we are clearly aware of what an electrical circuit is all about, we can go into the next concept. So there are two types of electrical circuit, DC circuits and AC circuits. In this video, we are only talking about DC circuits. So let's get started with respect to DC circuits. So what are DC circuits? In order to understand them, we need to know what is direct current. So let's see with respect to waveform analysis. So with respect to this, you see current variation with respect to time. That means the rate of change of current is constant throughout the duration of time. So such a current is called as direct current. If the current remains constant throughout the time duration, then it is called as direct current. So what are DC circuits then? Circuits that consist of a constant voltage source or a current source and their interconnection through a resistance only. So these are nothing but DC circuits. If you have a voltage source, if you have a current source that is connected through form of resistances alone, then these are called as DC circuits. Example for that, how it looks like a DC source connected to a resistance branch that is shown. Another example is a current source connected to a resistance branch shown. So these are resist DC circuits. So basically a DC voltage source or a current source connected to a resistance branch in this form. Once this is done, let's get into the basic definitions. So what is a resistance? So we know with respect to general English perspective, a resistance is basically an opposition. Someone doesn't allow you to do something. So in that case, what is it with respect to electrical networks? So resistance is basically a property of a conductor that doesn't allow the flow of current through it. So it opposes the motion of the current. It doesn't mean that it completely blocks the entire current flowing. It blocks certain amount of it. So for example, before considering a pictorial representation, what is it proportional to and what is it inversely proportional to? So resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to its length and it's inversely proportional to the area of cross section. So higher the length of a conductor, higher will be the resistance, and lesser will be the area of cross section. So resistance is directly proportional to this L by A. What does that mean? You will be introducing a proportionality constant called as specific resistance or resistivity of a material of the conductor. So for example, this is the conductor and you have current flowing through this conductor. So there is an opposition that is offered for the flow of current. So this property is called as resistance. So once we are clearly aware of what resistance is all about, we can go into the next definition, which is current. So what is current? We talk about a lot of things with respect to current in real life. We say a lot of things. So one of the basic definitions with respect to current is rate of flow of rate of change of electrical charges that is transferred in a point of a conductor is known as the current flowing through a conductor. So for example, let us say you have a conductor and I is the current flowing through the conductor. The rate of change of charges with respect to time is called as current. So it's defined as the ratio of dq by dt. It is also referenced as I is equal to q by t, where q is the charge carriers and t is the time in seconds. So its unit is in amperes according to a scientist it's being named. What is potential difference? So we always think about this concept in real life. So how is it exactly relevant to our scenario? Potential difference between any two points is defined as the amount of work done to move a charge from a point of lower potential to higher potential. So what is it all about? So let us consider this is a conductor, and V1 at this point is equal to 0 volt, and V2 is equal to 10 volt at this point. So potential difference is the difference between these two points, that is V1 is equal to 0 volt and V2 is equal to 10 volt. However, the amount of work done to move a charge from this point to this point is called as the potential, and the difference between them is called as potential difference, and its unit is in volt according to a scientist again. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please do like it and subscribe to our channel for regular updates. If you have any questions, please do write down the questions in the comment section below. Thank you.